Ira Epstein of Linn and Associates with your metal market wrap-up for this Thursday, the 17th of December, 2020 at about 5:50 p.m. Central Time. Well, as you can see by the prices, you're pushing $1,900 in the gold market. The silver market's over $26 an ounce. Copper into the 360 area. Bitcoin had a monster move, got up near 24,000, still up nicely as we sit here. Bonds and notes pretty steady. So what's been going on? Well, pretty simply, it's this. The market is looking that some type of COVID relief package is going to come in. The Fed's got the marketplaces back. Moderna's vaccine made it through the FDA today. So now it goes back to the CDC in one other step before it gets released. Some of the vials that the Pfizer vaccine comes in, once they're thawed, you find instead of 5 doses or 5 vaccination shots, it's got 6 or 7. So that's all the positives that the market needs. It's euphoria time. With that, the dollar dropping hard, and we're looking at foreign currencies marching to their own tune. Still nothing, no word on Brexit. But when you come to the gold market, as I said, one of the areas that wouldn't surprise me, and I've said that if you rally, resistance is the 18-week moving average of closes on a closing basis. For the week, gold is up 2.5%, up $47 an ounce. When we look at the daily chart, you can see how the market's been coming up here again. The pattern is still one, unfortunately, of a lower low and a higher high. Very difficult to trade that type of pattern. The market found its support between the 200-day average and the 18. It's got 2 resistance points. The 100-day above the market and the upper Bollinger Band, which it went to, and it's having its problem with right now. What are Bollinger Bands? An algorithm designed to keep the market trading within them. When they're far apart, it's easier to make that a resistance point than when they're super narrow with each other. That's the only thing that I want to tell you there. I'm doing special courses on Bollinger Bands for 2021, and that's where you'll learn all that I have on it. My charting course teaches it well, but I've learned a lot more since I created the course. And to add to it, I looked at the course. The course is still fine. I'm just going to add chapters, if you will, in some manner to that. So look for that to be coming. So where are we? Well, you're in your beginning resistance and it goes to the 1918.90. Am I surprised to get a year-end rally? No, especially when you look at what the millennials are doing with Bitcoin. Is I think they just don't accept that gold is gold. That's what I believe. I think they've accepted Bitcoin. And you know, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange is going to bring on another digital currency in February, Ether. That's priced substantially different. I think they're $500-600 for each coin. Very, very different pricing. When you look at this in terms of the stochastics, you're overbought. So it's an overbought market that decided to explode to the upside. Hard to catch it except for the die-hard trader. The easier market was the silver because the market was right here, as you can see. Silver stayed under the 18-day average, falling away, and the market had looked better just over the past day or two. Right here, you got into that 100-day average and the upper Bollinger Band. So I looked for initial resistance there, overbought. The market's trying to prove me that I'm going to clear that resistance. We'll see what it does tonight. Staying over the upper Bollinger Band difficult. The market is in overbought territory as well. As for the copper market, is it going to embed again? So embedding means that, and I'm going to get rid of tonight's data, that's for Friday. It means that both numbers that make up the slow stochastic are staying over 80 for several days in a row. Yesterday, you didn't have that package, or the day before, so you're just overbought. An overbought market that had lost the embedded reading. I had made mention that when you lost that reading, you often go to the 18-day average of closes, and the market wasn't doing that. If you are one of my morning subscriber, I've been pointing out that if you take a look at the day you lost it, the fact that you didn't break down to that 18-day average early was a warning sign you're probably not going to get there. And if you can take out these highs, you got to be really careful, and that's exactly what you're doing. You're going for those highs. Now you can catch a group here and get to the 365 level. You're overbought. It's difficult to buy an overbought market. in the platinum market, trying to hold on. But platinum's one of these markets that gets up, makes a high, like yesterday, let's get to that, loses it all. Today it gets up nicely and gives a chunk of it back again. It's a reluctant bull. It's there as a bull, and this is the cleaner of all the charts. It's got the higher lows, higher highs. This is one of the better looking of the bull charts. I look for support if you do break at 1022.80 and resistance at 1088.10. In the palladium market, why I'm even saying it, I don't know. I couldn't play a recording. Caught between the resistance of the 18-day average and the support of the 100. The market will break out of this. Now, with all the other metals moving higher, with all these vaccines, I would think that eventually you get to the move where the market takes out the last rally high. That was this high, 23.69. Today you got as high as 23.66, and tonight you're slipping back. The market has a pattern of lower highs but higher lows. So you're coming in like that. It's not throwing out any signal. If the market clears that 23.69, it'll be interesting to see if the pros jump on that to look at this 24.35 level. Why do I say that? Because you already got the higher lows. You might say to me, well, Ira, what would trigger the downside? And you should say that. I guess getting under 23.16 could put in play the 22.77 level. As for the US dollar, it's just staying with this bearish embedded reading. You hit the Bollinger Band, you get rallies. Those rallies are still being sold aggressively by the pros. Is the market headed to the 88 level possibly? It is possible. So you put this all together, you try to come up with a game plan, and that's what I try to do for you every morning at 5:40 in the morning Central Time. If you watch my video in the morning, I'm giving you what's happened, generally speaking, in Asia, Europe, and what are the reports that are going to affect our markets today that are coming out in the futures markets. The whole idea here is you have your own idea. Maybe you want to see what another chartist thinks of the market. A lot of people think I'm fairly good at it. I'll let you decide, but I think I know what I talk about with the different indicators I use. And with that, I give you my trade ideas, where I'd be entering, where I'd be exiting. Now, when I say where I think you should be entering, where you should be exiting. That's the right way to say it, because this is really your service. I don't need to worry about what I'm doing. I'm trying to guide you. I cover all these markets. And no, you don't have to, let's assume you want to watch the soft commodities. You don't have to go through all of these to get to softs. There'll be a sidebar on our website video. Grab it, just pull. It tells you exactly the section you're in. The typical video is about 20 minutes long. It covers my indicators of swing lines, Bollinger Bands, window envelopes, moving averages, and slow stochastics. Then I'll talk to you about inside and outside days, the importance of them, and give you what's going on in the world with fundamentals if something big is about to happen or key reports. So I'm really setting you up as though a good broker, in my opinion, whatever the word good means, should set up their clients each day. Remember, I come from the school where you actually talk to people, which is different, and that's what I've taken here, talking to people. So how do you get all this and work with it? Well, that's pretty simple. You go to our website, under the word research, at the very top, you can look at the different programs. Some people start with this program at $7.95, but understand, the intro program is not a one-year subscription. So don't buy that and think you're getting the $249 course. I had one person write and he thought that was it. I was so surprised because I've been ultra clear in every video and what I send out. You've got to buy a one-year subscription to whatever you want to buy. Then I'll give you that. Is it a loss leader for me if you think about it? Yeah. It actually costs for the software alone, just the charting software, about $80 a month. You get the exchange quotes and everything in there. Just think about what that is. Then I put out my written updates. You get the whole package as to what I'm doing and 6 hours of videos. And then we have to maintain all this on our servers and so on. So yeah, but that's good, because once I get an educated person, what my research is showing on my subscribers, they stay with us. They like the idea. They like they can talk to us. They like that they can talk to my brokers and they're versed in all this. So if you need questions or have them, call my brokers. They'll speak with you. Otherwise, go to the website. Take a look there. Remember, tomorrow it ends. So if you're looking for this, this is the time to make your move. And yes, you can give it away as a Christmas gift. And just because you get the free course doesn't mean it starts that day. We ask you to tell us when you want to start it, and that's when we turn it on. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a good day.